Just tell me how Wire in the Blood has changed for this new 6th series.
Well, we're now doing 2-parters. We've sort of gone back to where we started really with Wire, and we're doing 2-part stories, so it'll go over 8 weeks instead of 4, which I think is quite exciting because normally the viewers come in, you're there for 4 weeks and it's gone again, whereas we've got an 8-week spell. It also enables you to show the viewers the whole story really, because we've always done longer versions for the international marketplace, and what to cut out and leave in for the UK has been quite painful for me as an exec and the directors and the writers really. So for us in that respect, it's just very exciting to be able to increase the length of the stories and make sure you see every strand, because the exciting thing about Why is it's multi-layered. So we try and do the American format and have more than one layer and not necessarily finish layers off all the time. So I think it's very exciting when you've got this extra time in which to be able to do it.
Just explain what Robson Green brings to this role. I mean, he's developed it beautifully, hasn't he?
He has. I mean, Robson to me he's a consummate professional as an actor. I've known him for 20 years now, so it's a long relationship with us. But he's just very charismatic. I've often said I don't mind what he says, because he goes on about the psychology, and he goes in depth about how the people react and what their conditions are. But whatever he's saying, whether you actually understand it or not, you believe it. He took the role and made it Robson Green's role, which that's not being disrespectful to other actors, but he has really encompassed it. You could never replace Robson Green with someone else. Tony Hill is Robson Green, and Robson Green is Tony Hill.
And Simon Labe, I mean, she's brought a new dimension. Obviously, very different, her character Alex from Carol Jordan. Just tell me about those differences and what she brings and how she works with Tony's role.
Yeah, I think the Simone has brought. I mean, Alex is a single mom. She's trying to bring up a son on her own. She's a very dedicated policewoman. She has a lovely Scottish warmth to her, and I think she's bringing that into the character. So she sort of befriends Tony in a different way, because I think everyone used to think with Carol Jordan, will they, won't they, will they, won't they? And we didn't really want to repeat that with a new character. We wanted it to be. We've always sort of talked about the relationship of the male and female, Tony and Carol, and Tony and Alex, as being more like Mulder and Scully, that they meet on a sister-brother level or a professional in one train of thought and a professional in another. And I think what Simone has brought to it is a warmth as a mum, which I think is very endearing. And it's lovely when we introduce her son, Ben, and you see them in a family setting.
Let's talk about Coastal, the way you've set up. Why did you want to base all the filming in Newcastle and set up your production company there?
The reason why we wanted to set up Coastal in Newcastle is purely from the fact that I think it's a forgotten region where TV's concerned, and if I can be so bold as to say that. There's filming in Manchester, there's even filming in Glasgow, there's filming in Leeds, London, but Newcastle for me is a forgotten region, and I have been determined over 12 years to put it on the map. And the way I first set out about doing that is to not make Geordie drama. And again, I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone from the north, but I thought if we could prove that you can use the north as a location, so Newcastle, the surrounding areas, people would start and take more notice of it, because I think in the past they've just looked at it as Geordie drama comes out of Newcastle. So I thought we have to set about and prove that it doesn't, that there is other things that come out of Newcastle.
I just want to talk about the quality of your team, from script writers to directors, DOPs. I mean, because it has a wonderful filmic, almost, hate I say it, American television quality to it.
Well, and I take that as a compliment, actually. I've always wanted to send across the pond. I mean, I watch so much American TV. I watch what I feel is the best that comes out of America, all of their top shows. And a compliment for us was when we were likened to CSI, which was just, for me, amazing. We try to go for top quality production values. I hope people look at it and feel that way. We use top writers, Patrick Harbinson, who writes on Law and Order Special Victims Unit, Niall Leonard, who wrote the first 2 on this one, Charlie Fletcher, Alan Whiting, and our directors, we tend to go a lot for documentary directors, so directors who've not necessarily done drama before, because they come with a different discipline. We don't rule out, of course we've used directors who've done drama in the past, but we tend to go, as I say, more for documentary makers.
And you have these wonderful flashbacks as Tony's sort of getting into the mindset of the killer, and they're incredibly done.
They are, yes, and the flashbacks that we do, we tend to not be prescriptive. A lot of shows that you will watch, their flashbacks are all done in the same style, and what we talk to our directors and our DOPs about is bringing a different style to things, because Wire, I think, is so successful because it isn't formulaic. You know you're going to get Tony Hill, and you know you're going to get Alex Fielding, and you're going to get a gruesome story, but how that comes across, what the story is, what the look of it is different every story that we make. So we tend to give our directors a lot of leeway with regards to the flashbacks and how they look. The 2 episodes that we've just watched, we did a lot of our flashbacks in black and white. We've done things with the grain and the colours, you know, reversal stock, and you know, we want to try and push the bar all the time. And I think if you don't do that, your programme will not stay fresh. It would be very nice for us to sit here and sit on our laurels and go, well, Series 1 was a success, let's just do the same. We don't. Every year we push forward all the time with production values, storytelling, performance, and our personnel. We have a great team that work around Coastal, and I'm very proud that they do.